Hi everyone, welcome to week 6. Hard to believe we are here at the end of September already. I hope your semester is going well. This week we're going to talk about conceptualization and operationalization. And those words can be a bit of a mouthful, but they are likely to make an appearance on the midterm exam that's coming up in a couple of weeks. So what do we mean by conceptualization and operationalization? Well, conceptualization is the process of taking sort of an abstract concept and defining it with specific characteristics. In social work research, that's often a big part of what we have to do because we're taking um, lots of abstract concepts like say poverty, for instance, or a mental health problem like depression or anxiety or post-traumatic stress disorder. Or in my case, I'm often thinking about how alcohol use disorder or something like that is conceptualized. What are the specific characteristics that make up that variable that we're interested in? Well, after we've conceptualized something, the next step is to operationalize it, and that's really the process of turning that concept into um, something that can be measured. So that's actually the process of coming up with questions on a measure or an assessment for measuring that thing that we're interested in a research study. So again, those are likely to make an appearance on the exam that's coming up in a couple of weeks. So it would probably behoove you to understand what they are. A couple of things this week. The city training is due. If you've already done it, you're ahead of the game. You can just submit it in the Dropbox, which is down here. And then, as usual, short reading in the Faulkner and Faulkner book, just one chapter, chapter 6. Slides are here. Lecture in two parts from me. There's a spot for feedback as well. Note, I don't have a quiz for this week. The material that we're doing, the material that we're doing this week sort of relates to the material that we're doing next week. So the quiz for sort of this group of material will be in week 7. Um, I'm sending the assignments from last week off to Howard Pikeoff. He's going to grade them, get them back to me. I'll put grades in. I'm not sure what his timeline is like, but maybe a week or 10 days or something like that. Let me say one other thing about about sort of the library and the process of finding research and things like that. If you ever come across an article, you're sort of in the library database. You come across an article that's really interesting. It links to a publisher's webpage, that kind of thing, and you run into a paywall. You absolutely should not pay for the article. In the library database, there should be a little icon somewhere that says Delivery Plus. It's delivery with a little sort of plus sign. If you click on that, you sort of have to work through the process, but UB will actually order those articles for you. As far as I know, there's a like a message board or something that they post to, and other librarians check that message board from time to time. That's what I've heard. That may not be the case, but that's sort of what I've heard. Again, I think the thing for you to remember is that you absolutely do not have to pay for an article. Um, that I use Delivery Plus, 2 or 3 times a month, just as I find things that are helpful, or occasionally I need something that's sort of old. Um, but it's part of your tuition dollars. It's not anything you have to pay for. So absolutely don't pay for an article. Just go through the Delivery Plus process. Takes maybe 24 to 48 hours, depending on the time of the week and the time of the semester and things like that. But that is available to you as well. So that's all the updates I have. As always, you have any questions, you have any problems, feel free to get in touch. Okay, have a great week.